certain insiders and outlets are reporting that the upcoming Marvel Studios Secret Wars will in fact be a reboot of the entire MCU. So all of you are going to eat a bunch of shoes in a couple years, right? Like that's what you're saying right now? Because you're clearly wrong. Like, what? So yeah, when it's a slow day in Scoopsville and you've already been out-scooped or proven wrong by somebody, you got to come up with something that's so far away that hopefully nobody will call you out for it 3 to 4 years from now. But again, people are now keeping track of these things, and many of these insiders have been proven to be full of BS, let's just put it that way. So the latest rounds recently by shady websites and scoopers are, they got the inside knowledge that yes, Marvel Secret Wars, just like the comic, will be a reboot of the Marvel Universe. Problem number one, Secret Wars literally does not reboot Marvel Comics. It's never happened. Not in the original, not in Secret Wars 2, not in the battle world that they set up, and certainly not in the most recent one that involved Doctor Doom at the end winning. They literally did not reboot anything. They just rejigger the entire thing, but they still keep everything in continuity. And then you literally move like 6 months past that and you realize, oh, nothing much changed. They just wanted a sort of soft reset point for some characters and bring back some of the dead characters because they're becoming more prominent in the MCU. That's literally why they do Secret Wars. It's like, you know, the whole Crisis thing for DC. So saying that the entire thing is going to be a reboot just doesn't make sense to me, and it literally doesn't work. Now, could they do it? Sure. But then you run into a bigger problem right after you reboot it. And that problem is lack of money, because what are you going to do next? Again, I understand why some people think Secret Wars will be this magical reboot point that's going to try to change things around, but more than likely, it's going to be exactly what the comics are, and they're just going to take elements that worked before, say, hey, this is where this is now, take new elements, maybe fix up some of the mistakes and go, well, this is where these things are now, and just go from there. This way, you can literally fix anything or any plot hole or anything that you left behind and kind of just realign everything to be more in line with all the new properties you acquired that can't suddenly pop up out of nowhere. Right? You guys understand what I'm saying? Like the X-Men and all that? Like, again, that's really the approach here, but a complete reboot would literally be against everything that the MCU and Marvel Comics stands for. Because, again, the people reporting this haven't actually read Secret Wars, and the furthest they maybe got is somebody telling them or reading them the complete story without actually understanding the substance of the context that's not told to you in a full-on somebody regurgitates everything. You have to consume it all to understand what Secret Wars is. It's never been a reboot, and it never will be.